It's the 1st of September, baby. Beginning of a new season. You know what season it is, right? You do know that. It's alt season. It's alt season. That's the season that starts on the 1st of September. And you know how I know that it's alt season? Because alt season is when Ethereum starts to explode. And what you're looking at right here in front of you on your screens right now is the ETH BTC chart, showing us exactly how Ethereum is annihilating Bitcoin to usher in the new season, because we're seeing a new season, because the 1st of September is about a new season. And this season is alt season. So today what we're going to be doing is looking at why Ethereum is performing like it's performing. We want to see what other tokens are going to perform. And then we're going to be degening later on in the show. We have a massive price prediction for you on Ethereum. When I heard it, I didn't believe it. But then I heard it again. And then I had to believe it because there's two sources and both sources have got the same price prediction, and it's a massive price prediction. We're also going to be giving away MatrixSwap tokens and IXSwap tokens. We're going to give away hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, tens of thousands of dollars here today. So stay tuned till the end. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Let's get on with the show on the first day of alt season. Let's do this.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Crypto Man Run. I'm here a few times every single day, bringing you crypto love and crypto wisdom, and together we are building the best crypto community in the world. So if you are new to our channel, welcome to the closest, most profitable community in crypto. And for those of you who are asking, because I see that people are here asking, I still have COVID. That's why I'm still in Sheldon's house. Sheldon's not here. Sheldon's gone to celebrate his birthday. But I'm here and I'm bringing you crypto love and crypto wisdom. So subscribe to our channel, join the family, give us some love, because we work tirelessly for you to make sure that you get everything that you need in good times and bad times, especially when I have COVID. So smash the like button, join our channel. When we do get to 5,000 likes on the stream today, and I know we're going to get there, then we're going to start giving away money. Just giving away money. What else? It's a big day today. It's a big day today. Because in the southern hemisphere, so the northern hemisphere is where the USA is. So I know a lot of people don't know this, but in the southern hemisphere today, it's the 1st of September. It's the beginning of spring. It's the season of growth. And that's here today is the 1st of September. We're changing the seasons, and we officially went into alt season. You can see it. How can you see that we went into alt season? Well, alt season is when the alts start running, and they start running much quicker than Bitcoin. And what you can see happened really, I mean, if you look at it, it's uncanny that it started right over here. That's where it started. It's almost like it warmed up the day before. But then on this day where it started, bang, we have the ETH BTC pair exploding. And that's effectively saying people have lost interest in Bitcoin and they have moved into Ethereum. And Ethereum is a proxy for the altcoins. So we know that when Ethereum starts running, what that means is that people are moving away from Bitcoin and they're moving into the altcoins. It has been happening for a while. It is not a new thing. It has been happening for a while. We saw Arweave running, we saw Solana running, we saw Luna running, and it almost felt like ETH was lagging. And I kept saying to you guys, we're not really looking at ETH. We're not really looking at ETH. We should be looking at things that are much, much, much more exciting. The exciting part is that it finally did happen on ETH. And it's now showing us that we are actually moving into alt season. So whereas Bitcoin closed the month of August exactly at $47,000, which is exactly what Plan B said. And he said this on the 20th of June. He said, there is more fundamental reason that we will see weakness in June and possibly July, which we did. And he said, my worst case scenario for 2021, my worst case scenario, August, 47,000. And yesterday he tweeted again and said, like clockwork, Bitcoin closed at $47,000. So why are we talking about this? Why are we excited about this? It's quite simple. If this model is so accurate that Plan B could have tweeted on the 20th of June. When you look at the 20th of June, we go back to the 20th of June because we have to understand where we were on the 20th of June. The 20th of June is on this day over here, and you can see that on the 20th of June, Bitcoin opened at $31,000. So at the time where Bitcoin was trading at $31,000, you have Plan B saying, I'm forecasting that at the end of August, which is a few months away, Bitcoin is going to be closing at a minimum of $47,000. And if he is correct, we see that in December, we should be at $135,000 at a minimum, is what he said. And his August prediction came right. Now we look at his September prediction, and the September prediction says that Bitcoin will go to $43,000. And I guess the question here is whether Bitcoin is going to go to $43,000 because the market is going to be weak, or whether Bitcoin is going to go to $43,000 because all the money is actually going to shift into altcoins. That is what we're going to be looking at today. Because if I look at what's happening today, Bitcoin is moving sideways. Nothing to see here on Bitcoin at all. It's actually become a stable coin. Bitcoin is a stable coin. It trades at $47,500. It never moves. And what you see is that the real action is starting to happen on Ethereum. Ethereum is starting to perform against Bitcoin. Let's quickly look at CoinMarketCap just to check the health of the market. And if we look at CoinMarketCap, we see that the total market cap is actually up from yesterday. Yesterday, it was just a ball hair under $2.2 trillion. Today, it's about 2 ball hairs above $2.2 trillion. So we can see that the alts are moving. The Bitcoin dominance looks like a slide at a fun fair. You know, one of those really dangerous slides that you wouldn't take your kids on. So it looks like a slide at a fun fair that you don't actually want to be riding down. And it looks like it's going to break that 42,000 level, which Sheldon said is a very, 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 very important level, because when it does that, we are going to break into altcoin territory, altcoin season territory. Now you can see how long ago that happened. So what we're seeing now is we're seeing the money being shifted out of Bitcoin, going into Ethereum, and the spotlight is on Ethereum. And for us, that is exciting. The reason why that's exciting for us as a community is because we're degens. We're not maximalists, right? This community is a community of degens. We make our money on altcoins. We make some money on Bitcoin because we take all our profits and we put our profits into Bitcoin, but we don't really get excited when Bitcoin moves and the dominance increases, because our money is actually much more in the altcoins. We take our money that we make on those altcoins and we put it into Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin is stable, we're excited as long as the altcoins are going up. And right now, what they're telling us is that we are at the 1st of September. And because we are at the 1st of September, it's a new season. And the new season is altcoin season. And it is also Sheldon's birthday. So that's exactly what's going on. It's weird that on the 1st of September, we get Bitcoin ushering in alt season, saying, you know, welcome, here we go. Those are the numbers. Let's look at CoinGecko quickly. We did see that that the numbers, $2.2 trillion in the market cap, Ethereum up 3.4% in the last 24 hours, 11.6% in the last 7 days. But Bitcoin is down 1%. And if you look at the rest of the coins, in the last week, Cardano is up 3%. XRP, big news on XRP today, potentially. So stay tuned for that. Solana up 60% last week. DOT is up 18.4%. And we're going to talk about DOT because I found out today that DOT is the one token that most of the crypto funds are invested in. So most of the crypto funds out there, all the smartest crypto funds and venture capital funds are basically saying that they believe DOT is going to work. That's quite interesting. So you can see that it says Polkadot 19. This was at 1 July 2021, so about a month ago. Obviously, it includes Bitcoin and Ethereum because everyone has Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then Terra, then Near Protocol, then Oasis Labs, then Solana. So I think that Solana thing may have changed. But if you're not in Terra or Near Protocol or Oasis Network, which I did tell you guys about on Sheldon's show yesterday, I said to you, you got to be in Rose, the token that's called Rose. So you can see that the big funds, this is where they're putting in their money. And I think you want to be where the big funds are at the moment. I think you don't try and do this alone, rather just follow the big funds. And you can see that they're very, very much invested in Polkadot, which is exactly what I said to you guys 2 months ago. And I'm still saying it to you guys now. I still think that even today, with Polkadot trading at exactly, how much is Polkadot trading at? Trading at $29, $30. I think there's still value in Polkadot if the market continues to go up, and especially if Ethereum continues to bring us this alt season, this amazing alt season, which Ethereum ushered in for us so gracefully this morning. Also, FTT. Remember yesterday we spoke about FTX, and we said that FTX, the biggest announcement yesterday, Sam said it was the biggest news that ever happened, and I said to you guys, because Sam said it's the biggest news that ever happened, you have to have FTX in your portfolio. That is what you would have bought into if you would have bought in yesterday, because of the news that they had purchased Ledger X, which effectively gave them a derivatives license to operate in the United States. So that is exactly why you should have bought FTX or FTT. And I know that you probably did because you listened to what I said to you guys. Let's look at what's going on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin closed the month at 47,500, which is exactly where Plan B predicted it would go. And we'll look at what Will Clemente says. He says hodling behavior is at its highest. Transaction activity is super low. Speculative money is gone. Not sure why people are against admitting that. Isn't the end of the world. Retail is busy trading JPEGs and rocks. This is exactly what is happening in the market, but it's also exactly what is supposed to happen in the market. And I will explain to you why. Bitcoin is a store of value. A store of value, traditionally, the stores of value were actually gold. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't remember people moving around large amounts of store of value. Store of value is supposed to do exactly that. It's supposed to store value. The real action is supposed to happen on smart contract networks, where we are developing cool, amazing new applications. So what Will Clemente is saying here, hodling behavior is at its highest, transaction activity is low, speculative money is gone. That's actually exactly where we want to be. We don't want people trading Bitcoin a lot. Bitcoin is not made for trading. It's a store of value. A store of value, you take your money, you put it into a store of value, it stores its value, it goes up in value. That's why it's a store of value. What you want is you want to be holding things like Ethereum, smart contract layer ones that are highly utilized. And that's exactly what he says. He says retail is busy trading rocks, JPEGs. And we can see that in the funding rates. The funding rate shows how much leverage there is. And even though the leverage is increasing, you can see that we are nowhere near dangerous levels yet. The levels are quite high and they are increasing, but nothing to be worried about yet. Why? Because right now, people aren't actually speculating. They are buying JPEGs. They are speculating on JPEGs. They are trading JPEGs and putting their money into DeFi. That is exactly what's going on. So what is going on is exactly what we want to go on. People are hodling Bitcoin. They are taking it off exchanges. As you can see, this is the amount of Bitcoin that has been taken off Coinbase. They are taking off their coins, and they're putting them into long-term storage, and that's exactly what's happening. So the real action is happening in people who are trading JPEGs. The entire market right now, like it or not, believe it or not, is around people who are buying and selling exorbitantly high-priced JPEGs at the moment. There's two narratives driving this market. One is NFTs, video game NFTs, JPEGs, and the other one is DeFi. And both of those are happening on Ethereum. Ethereum is the hunting ground on Ethereum. Is the hunting ground of DeFi and NFTs. And that is why Ethereum is absolutely exploding. Because in the last couple of days, the other altcoins have been running. Kusama ran, Solana ran, Luna ran. And the only one that didn't actually have a run is Ethereum. When Ethereum starts running, it gives the market confidence that everything is okay. And then people start moving back into the smaller altcoins. And so this morning, when I woke up, I got 2 Ethereum predictions. And I mean, I must say, the first one, I didn't actually believe the prediction. Fred, just play that first prediction. I didn't believe it when I heard it, but I mean, play it.
How about end of 2021? Take us there. So do you have any price predictions? Let's do Bitcoin and
Well,
Ether.
my price prediction has been ETH north of 20,000.
Wow.
And that's pretty simple. All I did is just map over the ETH chart to the Bitcoin 2017 chart. They work perfectly. And it gives you 20,000. So, you know, there's no great science to that, but it feels about right.
So Raoul Paul makes this prediction that ETH is going to go to 20,000 at the end of this run. I mean, it sounded like a very, very, very high prediction, but I mean, I didn't actually believe it when I heard it. But then you look at the logic that he applies and he says, look, you know, all I'm doing is I'm taking the 2017 run on Bitcoin and I'm overlaying it over the Ethereum chart. And if you take the blue line and you overlay it around exactly what's happening, what happens is it takes Ethereum up to 20,000. Is that far-fetched? Well, I don't actually think it's far-fetched, because that would mean that the entire market has to only have a 5x from here to the top of the cycle or the top of the market, because Ethereum is close enough to $4,000. So to get to $20,000, what we're looking at is a 5x on Ethereum. Now, if I go back in history and I look at the previous bull runs, let me just take us to the weekly because it'll be much quicker. But if I look at previous bull runs, specifically in 2017 and 2018, and I take the bottom here, which was when Bitcoin was in September, and I say, okay, where was Bitcoin in September? It was at $3,000. And where was it at the end of the bull run? It was 6 times that, $20,000. Then saying that we're going to go 5x from here on Ethereum, if we have a bull run super cycle, doesn't actually seem that far-fetched, even though I didn't actually believe it when I heard it. I got to be honest. I said, 20,000, you guys are crazy, smoking your socks. But then after that, after I had my cup of coffee, I had a matcha, and then I looked again at the Twitter, and when I looked at Twitter, what I saw was Birb. Okay, now Birb said Ethereum will cost $15,000 to $20,000 in Q4. So I phoned Birb. I said to Birb, can you take me to your dealer? Because I want to smoke what you are smoking so that I can also think that Ethereum is going to $15,000 to $20,000, even if it's just for 15 minutes. So even if I can just have one smoke, one hit, and then lie down on the sofa, and then just think for 15 minutes how good life would be if we could get to $15,000 to $20,000. And he said, actually, it wasn't what I smoked. It was actually in the charts. I couldn't believe it. So what I decided to do was to bring Birb on, and you guys can hear it from him. He says Ethereum's going to $15,000 to $20,000. Birb.
Hey, Rob. I love the part when you said, I said to Birb. I mean, that is hilarious. But yeah, that's what it is. I fully consent and I agree on what you said.
So you
besides
think
what
Ethereum can go to $15,000 to $20,000 in this run, Birb?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even see this prediction from Raul specifically for this very fragment that he played. But well, I'm happy that we align for the trajections, and the projections. And I do believe it's not very. I mean, it would be extreme, definitely, but I think it's very reachable. As long as as long as there is no sort of like unpredicted crash board where ends expired, like it expands and we all die to get together, right? And in my opinion, unless that happens, Ethereum is bound to go 15K. Easily.
Okay, so I mean, is there a chart? Are you looking at a chart when you say this? Are you guessing? Are you smoking? What is it?
It's a mix, I guess. But yeah, I have a chart.
Let's put up the chart.
Yes. So this is to start with, a logarithmic chart of the weekly candles for Ethereum. And it's showing strength. Despite Bitcoin has been recently, well, of course, ever since we got on the peanut of hope of 29.2, where it was on a show, and we actually just pinpoint the very bottom. Then I was not surprised to see Ethereum follow up as well, right? Because Ethereum, whenever Bitcoin pumps against Bitcoin pumps against USD, then Ethereum against USD will pump as well, right? Even if the Ethereum BTC is stable, let's say. So this is the superposition effect I often refer to. And here we are seeing, Ethereum actually just pulling higher numbers while Bitcoin is slightly declining, which tells me that Ethereum is getting stronger than Bitcoin. And that is actually, shown in the chart to start with. So there is the chart on the right, which is Ethereum Bitcoin, which shows the relative strength of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which tells you literally that there is some local pump going on. And on top of that, this is this kind of like, even if we expand it, this is an actual chart pattern. This is actual chart pattern where you can tell this is a symmetrical triangle, okay? Some larger symmetrical triangle, and it's actually breaking out. So the information to me, okay, you get it, is that not only Ethereum is getting stronger than Bitcoin, but it's actually about to break out of its like very significant pattern. The same patterns, that I was seeing, just before that literally brought very high values. So while having, extremely, I should say, like if you compare the current levels for Ethereum BTC chart, we are not even halfway through, towards the all-time highs from 2018, or should I say, 18-17 transition, and we didn't even have, in my opinion, the final peak of this bull market, right? Not many, probably many already know that I'm expecting Q4, as we always get, to have the final ultimate, everything bubbled, Bitcoin reaching $90,000 to $120,000, Ethereum pumping in tandem and perhaps overperforming Bitcoin even, towards like this 15 or 20K, NFTs pumping, DeFi pumping, mainstream altcoins pumping, Litecoin.
Yes. Well, I want to talk about the fundamentals in a second, but I want to ask you two things. According to your model, where does BTC finish the year? So like if you were, and I know you can't guess, and I know it's complicated, but Plan B says around $135,000 is his minimum. What does Birb's model say? And the next question I'm going to ask you is, what do you see the ratio of Bitcoin to ETH by the end of the year?
Yeah. So to get you the first, answer, because I do believe that we are still in the fourth Elliott wave. The first wave started off with the lows of bear market. Second wave with the overextended floor because of the COVID crash. Then the third wave, which is usually for Elliott wave practitioners, it is usually said to be the most extended one or the longest one. So we had been, for some time, I should say, in the corrective movement. I have just released a free report, that I'm going to soon publish on Twitter with regards to the Bitcoin. But what I'm saying is that, in my opinion, there is a tiny chance that bulls are losing their steam enough to actually kind of like pull some local retracement towards low 40s. But overall,
43.5 sound about right?
42, 43, yes. Perhaps
because that's what Plan B said.
It's different.
Because that's what Plan B said. He said 43.5, 43.
Maybe. I mean, we tend to align well, so probably yes. The rest of quarter 3 and quarter 4 until the major final breakout of the fifth wave, in my opinion, is supposed to coil a bit, like go in this form of a symmetrical, contracting consolidation, perhaps the triangle just as displayed. Quarter 3 is usually lazy, but like the bulls are not really in their final form just yet, right? They're like the middle stage Pokemon, like on their way to evolve in the final one. And this is the final one, right? So I'm expecting quarter 4, like November, December, to pull literally the final rally, the final fifth wave peak, blow off top, which was not the case in here, which was exactly why I said the bull market was not over, against 95% of the contrary opinion. And technicals, aligned with the Fibonacci sequence derived for the fifth wave being the extension of the third wave, it actually gives you the targets somewhere ranging between 90 and 120, 127, $130,000.
Okay, so we have a Bitcoin at call it Bitcoin at 100, 120, 90. That would mean that the ETH BTC ratio to get to 20,000, you would need what, 0.2, which is right now under 0.1.
Yeah. So listen, if Bitcoin is right now just trading somewhere approximately 50,000, let's say 47, 45, whatever, then 2x from here, 3x from here places is exactly in the final fifth wave, extension target that I gave, not 90 to 120K. So even if Bitcoin pulls, 2-3x to its final level, then Ethereum pulls 2-3x as well. And it pulls 2-3x from current levels. Okay, so you have 9 to 10K just to start with. And on top of that, you have the other kind of like the other side, more than half of a rally to actually absorb the volatility, right? And absorb the capital from the market of Bitcoin, which pulls additional 2x on top of that. So my guess is that 3x combined with the another 2x from the Bitcoin's Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, it actually gives you like 5x.
This is the chart. The chart on the right. That's my chart. I think that we need to get back to where we were in 2017 to finish that cycle. That 0.16, 0.16 on a Bitcoin price of 100,000, which is I think consensus now, brings you to $15,000 or $16,000 per Ethereum. So maybe it's not actually that far-fetched, right? I mean, it actually is. It's realistic.
I really think it is, and like it or not, there are many people who already get offended, with me saying that the same way they get offended, for me calling the bottom. So, which I know that the crowds are always right in the middle of trend, which is why you never fight the Fed, fight the tape, fight the trend, no matter how we name it. But the crowds are always, every single damn time, wrong about the extremes because of our perception biases and human psychology for how it works. I
agree. Birb, my brother, my friend, I have one word to say to you.
Much honor.
Much honor to you, my friend. Much love from me, from the Crypto Banter community. If you're not following Birb on Twitter, follow him because he has got the best Twitter game in the world. I've never seen numbers go up like that. Have you hit 350 yet?
It's getting there. Most likely, if we manage that well, Banter gives me that 350 today.
Guys, go smash, go join Birb. Amazing Birb. Thank you, my brother. So good to see you. Love having you on the show, my man.
Much love. Stay safe.
Ciao, brother. Guys, you got to follow Birb. He's right. People are salty, but he called the bottom, he calls the top, he calls the bottom, he calls the top. That's how it is. So from a technicals point of view, you've just seen that the case for a $15,000 or $20,000 Ethereum actually isn't such a far-fetched case. It's not so ridiculous. But the important thing is then to align the fundamentals and the technicals. So the charts show something, and then what you want to do is you want to say, okay, but what is it that the fundamentals are telling me? And so I only know fundamentals, which is why my friends are all technical analysts, Birb, Sheldon, all my friends. My other friend is Fred, and he's a degen of punks. I don't know anything about JPEGs. He does. So you see, I have friends that complement my abilities. I can do fundamentals. Fred can do punks. Sheldon can do charts. That's why we can bring you so many good things in the community. So if I look at the fundamentals, and I say, okay, what are the fundamentals that are actually driving all of this? And the best place to look is you go to ultrasound Ethereum.eth. We've spoken about this site before, and you can see all the Ethereum that have been burnt. Now, 158,000 Ethereum have been burnt. That's like $600 million, $550 million of Ethereum have been destroyed, burnt by EIP 1559. And that's 158,486 is even more Ethereum than Fred's got. So, and they've been burnt and they're never ever coming back into circulation. $563 million, says Fred. And you can see that what's burning these Ethereum is actually just people buying cheap JPEGs. You can see it's like just most of the ETH that have been burnt since this has happened is actually Axie Infinity and OpenSea. OpenSea is huge. And so what's driving this is people in DeFi and people in trading NFTs. That's actually all that's driving this whole market. And what we can see is that right now in DeFi, you have $120 billion locked in DeFi on Ethereum out of $162 billion locked in the whole ecosystem. So Ethereum is 90 or 80% of the entire DeFi ecosystem is right now on Ethereum, and Solana is growing very quickly. Remember, it was 3 billion a few days ago, now it's 3.5 billion. So that's what's happening there. At the same time, Consensus, that created the MetaMask wallet, said that it has 10 million monthly active subscribers. Okay, that is 20 times, 19 times growth from a year ago. So Ethereum has 20x'd, or MetaMask has 20x'd in the last 12 months. So imagine that from the time that they created MetaMask, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 4 years, it takes it to get to a certain part. And then from that part, 20 times that in 20 times in the next 12 months. And you can only imagine what's going to happen in the next 12 months, because next year when we read exactly the same statistic, you know what it's going to say. It's going to say 20 times this growth. And that is exactly what you call exponential growth. And that is with only 2 experiments which are actually currently working. One of them is called DeFi, and the other one is called NFTs. And NFTs, finally today, I read some news that makes me more excited than ever about NFTs. Because I said to you guys that what would make me really excited about NFTs is not when people are buying and selling stupid JPEGs of rocks. Okay, that's not what makes me excited. What would make me excited is if Disney or if Hollywood went to the people who had the NFTs and said to the people who have the NFTs, look, Fred, you own this penguin. Can we license the rights of your penguin to start making movies of the penguins? Or can we license the rights of your punks and make movies about punks? And that is actually exactly what happened. You can see that there was an article today that says, it's in the Hollywood Reporter, obviously it has to be in the Hollywood thing. It says, UTA signs NFT art project CryptoPunks, Meebits, and Autoglyphs. The agency will represent the crypto art projects from Lava Labs for film, TV, video games. So now what we're starting to see is that these JPEGs are actually starting to get real world usage. There's going to be punk video games like Angry Birds. And there's going to be, so someone may actually go to Fred and say, Fred, we know you own an ETH rock, because Fred owns an ETH rock. And we want to license your rock. So we want to make a movie where you put your penguin on your rock in the movie. And when we show that, we have to pay you. That's what's happening here. So this makes me absolutely, absolutely excited. And that is why everything is moving away from Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is just a store of value. A store of value was never meant to be exciting. Store of value is not supposed to be exciting. We get excited when we make money and then we put it into Bitcoin and it goes up. That's cool. But store of value was never meant to be exciting. Meant to be exciting is the new industries and the experiments which are working on Ethereum and on altcoins and everything else. And it's not only us that are seeing it, because I picked up this report So CoinShares, I don't know how many of you know CoinShares. CoinShares is it's an institutional fund. It basically allows institutions to invest in crypto. And what they say, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to lose my screen, and it's going to be a disaster trying to find it, but don't worry, I'll do that for you guys. It says here, positive price action in recent weeks has pushed the total asset under management to $57 billion. Amazing. They do have $57 billion. It's a UK-based company. Solana, a competitor to Ethereum, saw the largest inflows of any digital asset last week. So this was 2 weeks ago. It was on the 23rd. It was a week ago. But 2 weeks ago, Solana saw the most inflow for institutions. So don't think that institutions are actually stupid, because they're not stupid. They can see what's going on. They're saying, look, Bitcoin's cool, but it's not actually about Bitcoin. We want Solana. Ethereum saw minor inflows. Remember I said to you, Ethereum was stagnant, right? And then it says here, Bitcoin saw its 7th straight week of outflows. Okay, so what are they saying? They're saying, look, institutions, because these guys service institutions, they're saying, look, Bitcoin cool, boring, we don't want Bitcoin, we are much more interested in Ethereum. And so it should be, because all these amazing new experiments that are being built on Ethereum. When you look on-chain on Ethereum, when you look at the on-chain numbers on Ethereum, you can't argue what is going on Ethereum on the on-chain numbers. It's impossible to argue it, and I'll show you why you can't argue it. Because, and this is not from me, it's from a guy called Bullduck on Glassnodes. He says, is there an Ethereum supply shock on the horizon? And I love how he says it. He's got like this romantic novel style of writing. He says, the Ethereum supply is melting like an athlete running a marathon on a hot summer's day. Okay? So he talks about the Ethereum that are burnt, but then he gets into all the other things here. The first thing he says is, look at the blue line. The blue line is the Ethereum that are being staked on the ETH 2.0 contract. Gone up. What percentage of ETH is being staked on the contract? Like 6%. 6% of Ethereum locked for 2 years minimum. Okay, this is the exchange reserves. In other words, the Ethereum that is sitting on the exchanges, I mean, garbage. I mean, gone. There's no more Ethereum on exchanges. So supply shock coming to exchanges. And then you've got inflow onto exchanges at an all-time low. And that's basically what the guy's saying. So he's saying there's a supply shock coming because people are starting to hold Ethereum. Now, imagine you are a company like Disney, and you start thinking to yourself, hold on a second. We need to pay gas fees in Ethereum for all these NFTs, not today, but also in the future, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. We should be buying Ethereum and putting Ethereum onto our balance sheet to protect ourselves from the price increase in ETH. And so what you're going to start seeing right now is that these institutions are going to start putting more and more and more money into ETH. And so today, my friends, even though here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's the beginning of spring, for all of us, it's actually the beginning of a new season. It's called alt season. It's the season where we all get rich, filthy rich. We make wife-changing money, and we get to keep the wife-changing money. That's the season that we've just entered. That's the story. That's all there is. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you something. I think I saw Phantom, FTM. I think I just saw it explode. Well, no. Hold on. I know you think FTT is exploding, Fred, but I just want to show you something. I know you laughed at me. You remember you laughed at me? Play it while I'm finding my chart. You know what you need to play.
Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Okay, now, question is, are you laughing now? Are you laughing? You wouldn't be laughing now. Remember I said to you that there were 3 announcements for Phantom. The first announcement was at $350,000 million developer grant. So now there's other announcement, as you can see. Has it come out yet? Let me just, before I get caught for insider trading by the SEC. Oh, it's not a security, so it can't be the SEC. But I just want to make sure that I don't reveal any news that I shouldn't yet be revealing, because if I did reveal news that Phantom was going to be available for institutional investors through one of the biggest custodians in the world, and that would allow, let's have a look here, that would effectively allow all institution. Oh, they haven't announced it yet. Okay, so they haven't announced yet this big deal, which, I mean, they did announce that we're extremely excited to announce the Coinbase wallet now supports the Phantom mainnet. Over 1 million Coinbase wallet users can now send and receive Phantom. So Phantom is now on Coinbase. That is announcement number 2 out of 3. Coinbase Pro, yes, but no, it's actually Coinbase. And there's going to be another announcement on Phantom.
You know what it is?
I know what it is.
Can you tell me?
I can tell you. I'll tell you at the end of the show. After we say goodbye to him, I'll tell you at the end of the show. When the curtain goes down, I'll tell you. I did tell you, guys, I told you this on Monday. I said to you guys, Phantom, 3 announcements this week. We saw 1. I said to you, there's still 2 of 3. It's on my Twitter. Okay. If we have 5,000 likes, then we should give away $20,000. Oh, let's see if we have the likes. I'm not giving away any. But check if we have the likes. No likes. No likes, we're not doing it. Are there 5,000 likes, yes or no? 4.5. Damn, we'll have to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to give away thousands of dollars because I've got 2 giveaways. One, we have the Matrix Swap. Matrix Swap is amazing. It's a derivatives exchange that's being built. It's a derivatives exchange, super derivatives exchange. The IDO is coming very, very soon. We're giving away NFTs. We're inside the NFT. Bang, there are $200 of this amazing token. We'll give those away when we get over 5,000 likes. And then we have IXSwap, which is security token platform. Not a platform, it's a protocol which will power security tokens platforms. And there we're going to give away 50 times 100 IDO token, IDO, 50 times 100 tokens at IDO price. But we'll have to do it tomorrow because we didn't get 5,000 likes. Oh, and the link for that to subscribe to that is in the description. Oh, we have 5,300 likes. We have to give away. Okay, if you want the IXSwap tokens, you have to follow me on Twitter. You have to at CryptoManRun. You have to follow CryptoBanter. You have to follow IXSwap. You have to fill out the form in the description of this YouTube link. And tomorrow I will give you, if you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, no chance. I will give you $100 at pre-IDO prices. What happens after IDO prices, I can't take responsibility for. And if you are in the USA, then I will have to just give you the cash. That's just the way it works. What else? Matrix Swap. Let's give away Matrix Swap. Let's make people happy. Nirav Jivan. I like that guy. Nirav Jivan. Did you see a guy called Nirav Jivan in the chat? He says he never wins anything. Poor guy. If you can find him, he wins. If you can't find him, okay. I like this. Michael Musa says, don't be tentative. Don't be tentative. Don't be tentative. Smash the like. He wins. Michael Musa, M-O-U-S-S-A. You win. Who else should win? You win Matrix Swap, just to be clear. Oh, wait. Someone said Kilt Protocol has finished the auction. Well, they've raised enough money for the auction. I knew they would. Cool. Someone said that pull won't. I like that one. Densang. Where's Densang? These comments are going so quickly. Bianca Labuskachny. She wins. $200 of Matrix Swap. All right, guys. Love you madly. Let me just quickly check the market one last time to see that there's nothing else that needs to happen. Nothing else that we missed. I told you about Phantom. I hope you guys got in. I hope you guys listened. Phantom is on Coinbase. FTT, Phantom, Tornado Cash looking good. Umbrella looking good. ShopX starting to wake up. Very good. Very good. Pickle also starting to wake up. Also good. Render 146, very, very good. Yeah, so lots going on. We will see you guys again tomorrow in the morning with my brother Sheldon, and I'll be back tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow 10 a.m. EST. Until then, my friends, trade well, have fun, and enjoy the new season. I'm out of here.
What's up? Here comes our super sniper Sheldon. What's up? We love our crypto sniper Sheldon. Super sniper Sheldon. Crypto sniper Sheldon. This is our Sheldon. Oh, this is our Sheldon. Smash those likes.
Yes. Hey Sheldino, congratulations to your birthday. We wish you only the best of the best on our planet. Keep strong, keep changing lives. You're amazing guy, like a whole crypto Banter team. Thank you.
Happy birthday, brother. Have a great day. See you soon.
Much honor. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes,
Yeah.
Smash those likes.
Smash those likes. Happy birthday to Sheldino.
I love that Phantom listed after I told him. I couldn't say it, but I knew it. Phantom listed on the show.
When did the news come through last night? I didn't even pick up on it. Sneaky.
I told you Monday. I said there's 3 bits of news. The first bit of news was the developers grant. The second bit of news was the Coinbase listing. And then the third bit of news is that institutions can now invest